And you are warm welcome back to the program. You are watching African Stories. My name is Opnaza. Please, if this is your first time to look on this channel, just subscribe and share it to your families and friends. Today we are still in the middle of Hamburg, trying to meet a very wonderful woman who made all this thing possible. And we are going to ask her some questions. And before that, she has to introduce herself to you guys. What we are doing here is just to bring you the best African stories around the globe. Thank you very much. Once again, my name is Opnaza. Enjoy the video. My sister.
Yes.
Good evening to you.
Good evening, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Anyway, before I come to you, I ask some people who know you to ask how the work here is. Everyone is talking positive about you.
Thank you.
The people are asking,
glad to hear that.
they are talking about. Don't ask me who the people are, but they were talking positive about you. So I decided to come here and talk to you to tell us a little bit about what you are doing. But before that, introduce yourself to my viewers.
Good evening, wherever you are. My name is Teresa Edu. I'm the proprietress of Aquaba Travel and Tours in Hamburg. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Aquaba and Tours, that's the name now, Aquaba.
Yes.
That means Aquaba sounds Ghanaian.
Yes,
that means you are from Ghana.
Yeah, I'm from Ghana.
You know, here in Hamburg, especially, a lot of businesses owned by women. What a secret between in that, because a lot of women having businesses going on here in Hamburg.
Yes.
Why? Do you think the men are too lazy to open their own business, or why? So a lot of women having businesses.
Well, I wouldn't say the men are lazy. Maybe they don't have the interest to be self-employed like we do. You know, mothers, it's good if you are self-employed because you manage yourself.
Yeah.
And especially if you have children you have to bring up, you know how to organize yourself. It's easier than when you are working under someone. Maybe that may be a good reason.
That's great. We'll come on that later. But before we continue our conversation, please just tell us how does all this begin? How does it start?
Okay, it's good. I came to Germany, you know, as a train secretary. Okay, I was originally a train secretary back home in Ghana.
Okay.
In fact, I worked even for about 5 years in a financial institution before I traveled abroad.
Oh, that's great.
So when I came here, one day I just walked into the office of Aquaba Travel and Tours. It was then owned by another person.
Oh, okay.
One Mr. Bosompem, yes. And when I finished making my enquiries, as I walked out, I was going to walk out, I asked him, do you need a help here?
Okay.
And then he said, in the moment, no, but maybe in the near future. So I took his contact. And because I like the work, you know, so I like dealing with people. So I kept calling him time after time, reminding him of the lady who walked into your office, do you still need? And then one day it happened, he said, okay, you may come.
Right.
So I joined him in the work and we worked together for years until he retired. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He retired and then I took over the business.
That's great.
Yes.
That's great.
And he was very happy that I did not let the name die, but decided to, you know, let it live on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's very, very good, interesting. So my viewers, you hear what the wonderful woman is saying. I'm going to the next question.
Yeah,
and what are you really doing here? Can you tell my viewers what are you really doing?
Okay, we sell flights, yeah.
Okay.
Tickets to all over the world. We don't handle only Ghanaians.
Okay.
The whole of Africa or the whole of the world, I would say. We worldwide. You can see on our signboard.
Yeah.
Worldwide means worldwide.
Right.
Yeah. And then so we also book hotels or apply for visa for people all these things we do. Yes.
Okay, my viewers, this is a really travel agency that book all inclusive.
Yes.
So anything you need, you can book the flight, book the hotel, book everything with a car. You can book everything all inclusive what you need. That's what the woman is trying to say.
Yes.
So we go to the and who are your customers?
My customers are mainly Ghanaians. It is natural, that your own people come to you.
Yeah.
Even though I also have German clients who come to me, or other African nationalities, but the most part of my customers, they are Ghanaians.
Oh, that's great. Do you why are they? Because look, don't understand me wrong, but I used to go to a lot of African shops.
Yeah.
And I see no the European or Indian or Chinese or Turkish people inside. Oh, they're all Africans. But if I used to visit Indian shops and Turkish shops and other, you see a lot of Africans going there. Do you think there's a less support from our Africans coming to the African shop, or why are there a lot of Africans going to the Indian shop, but the Indians never come to the African shops?
It is true. What you've observed is the right observation. It's rather unfortunate, but this is real. What this picture you've painted about the African shops, yes, they don't patronize our businesses, but we rather go to their places. And I think it's about time we learn to support our own, We should build our own emperor,
Right.
We should do that, because if we don't, we sink together. Yes.
Exactly. So to my viewers, this is a very, very, very important issue the woman raised. We have to learn to support each other.
Yes.
We have to learn to support each other, because, as I said, I always say it in my videos, these African shops, they are part of our identity. This is what we have. If these shops are not there, we Africans have nothing to show. Because this is our identity. It's part of our identity, whether we like it or not. These are part of our identity. So we shouldn't only love each other, but we should try to support each other. Because supporting the African, this woman, she employed people and she employed Africans. So these Africans also have families in Africa. Yes. So when she paid these Africans, they help themselves and help their families back home. Yes. So if we did not support this business and the business collapsed, she did not lose, but we lose as well. Yes. As identity to show the Europeans our identity, and the second, the people who are working for her will also lose their job. So please, if you are African, live in Caribbean, whatever, wherever you come from, please try to support the business so that we still have our identity to show. Yes. But I'll still have some questions to ask if you are ready.
Yes.
We cannot do this interview without talking about the corona pandemic.
Yeah.
How does this pandemic affect your business?
Okay, I would say that it hasn't really had any bad impact on my business, except the initial couple of months when it started in around spring last year, 2020. But after that, there was lockdown in all Europe and Germany, as we know. Yeah. But after we were opened, my business goes on. I don't have any negative impact, I would say. I'm so grateful to God for that.
That's great.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you a question, but you are an African woman and a black woman working in the middle of, surrounded with white people.
Yes.
Do you face some racism because you are black? Just feel free and talk about it. Do you feel some racism because you are a black? Things don't move like the way your white colleagues who have, because opposite there, most of them are white, having to stop. Do you think there's some racism affecting you because you are African or you are a black woman? Or you are black in general?
Okay, good. Racism, personally, I've not faced it.
Okay.
But what I've realized is that sometimes our white-skinned, colleagues may want to underplay your intelligence. Yeah, if you don't. You don't wake up yourself.
Yeah.
I will give you a scenario.
Okay.
Yeah. One day I was here, and then one guy walked here. He said, "Oh, I'm also a travel agent. Yeah, and many of your people come to me. So the only thing is I cannot apply visa for them.
Okay.
So I will want to collect the visas, bring it to you here, and you work it, and I come and pick it."
Okay.
Okay, and if you are not a person who is away, you will think, oh, this is a good catch.
Business, yeah.
I told him no. Tell them when they come to you that if you need visa, go to your African sister. She can apply it for you.
Yeah.
Just direct them to my office, but you don't bring me the work to do.
Yeah.
And then you go and show your face that you are the one who applied for.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. If I'm doing the work, I show my face.
Exactly.
I don't use my face to work for you. And then he said, no, I cannot do that because if I direct them here, then it means I am throwing my bread to you.
Yes. Okay, that really playing with your intelligence.
Yes, so I said, well, then the Germans will say, then we don't make a deal because what you are suggesting, I can also not do that.
Yeah.
So our African bread, and I want to tell you something, don't just jump when you hear money.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it means selling your identity.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Things we do, we don't think deep.
Yeah.
You don't think about the long run effect. You just think about today. And this is a message to our African brethren. We should wake up. Okay. Don't eat today and then lose tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes.
That is very, very great. So my viewers, you are still looking at African stories, and hopefully you enjoyed the video, and we are going to give our best. As I said, the only thing we are doing here to try to bring in the best African stories. So if you still did not subscribe to the channel, this is the best time to do that, so that anytime we upload a new video, you guys will be the first people to see our videos and enjoy it. But before we end this conversation, I would like to ask some questions about these pictures. I can see Angela Merkel here.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's a Bundeskanzler.
Yes, she is.
Yeah. So how does a picture come to your shop?
Okay, good. In this office we do sharing.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is also one aspect I want Africans to learn. We should learn to, have a big office, share with your brother or sister who is also doing something different.
Oh.
Not doing the same thing but something different.
Yeah.
I'm sharing this office with the person you are saying. That is my colleague, Mr. Desmond John Betty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he is the owner of Top Africa Media.
Oh.
Top Africa Media,
Great.
yes. So we share this office together. He was here and I came to join him.
Yeah.
We've existed together for 7 years now.
Oh, that's great.
Without any struggle or quarrels or something.
Yeah.
We are cordial, and so with him, he was in a meeting somewhere, and the counselor was there.
Yeah.
So I think that is him.
Yeah.
And then they took this photo there. Yes, and it's a wonderful remembrance. Anybody who walks in here says, "Oh,
great.
Becker."
That's great.
And they usually ask, "Is it real or is Photoshop?"
because let me say, let me be honest, my viewers.
Yes.
Way back to Africa, it's not easy to just ordinary person to just meet the president or maybe the prime minister or something like that.
Yes.
They're trying to trying to take everything very serious,
Yes.
but here it's very open.
It's very open.
Yeah. So
this is a different society.
great. I want to ask the last question, then we conclude our.
Yes.
You are operating a radio station here somewhere.
Yes.
That would be maybe a story for other day. Do you think we have the chance one day to come here to talk to your radio station or the one who is operating the radio station? Do you think
It
this
is
chance is there?
possible. Desmond is always open up to,
That's great.
Yeah, our people.
That's great. That's a song for another day.
For that I know about him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're
I don't
welcome.
have any question anymore, but
Okay.
we thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to come to you to this wonderful shop. And I hope my fellow Africans, please, as I always say, we have to learn to support each other. We have to learn to support each other. We have to learn to love each other. Without that, we will never move forward. Please, come here, and if you want to travel, you need a visa, you need a new passport, you need to come to Akwaaba company, a travel agency. And this woman, she's very, very, as I said, I was interviewing people who were coming here before I came to her. Everyone is saying positive about this store, about this woman, and about the work she's doing. So if you are here in around Germany, Europe, or something like that, you wanted to buy a ticket, you can even be in Ghana, in Nigeria, and you just call here and buy. I'll just leave her contact on the screen. So anytime you can call, and you just have to send the money, and she'll do everything for you wherever you are on this earth. So until then, thank you very much. And as I said, my name is Opnaza, and you are watching African Stories. Please, this is the time. If you wanted to support me to continue this program, just subscribe and share it with your family and friends. Until then, ciao, and see you in my next video. So thank you very much for giving the opportunity, and I hope to see you next time.